Alright, CSS battle time. We have bars with various spaces in them. This is Morse code, dots and dashes. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So this isn't just one bar with a linear gradient and a couple, some box shadows, because yeah, we can't even do this with just a linear gradient because of the curves. Now, I've done something like this before, and what I did was I stacked gradients. And you know what, instead of making each individual box and doing a box shadow, because you look, this would be a compound border radius kind of thing to get these corners and then this one on these end pieces. So instead of trying to do that, I think what I'll do is use border radius to get this edge, and even though the gradient's going to land on that edge anyways, but do a repeat so we get these curved edges, and then the sharp edges will be a stacked either linear or conic gradient. Conic gradient work? Linear gradient's going to be shorter, I think, for this one. All right, so I think it's going to be at least two elements. We might be able to repurpose the linear gradient for up here with a different background. And then this, one of these, because they're going to be shaped with border radius, we can box shadow up. Yeah, because I think I have to use border radius no matter what, or else the next circle, if we look at this, the circles are going to be touching. So how do I want to start this? You know what? I think I want to start this. If I do box shadow anyways, I can do a whole screen box shadow. All right, let's do this the hard way first. Not the hard way, but let's do this longhand first, and then I'll write a linear gradient for each of these. Oh, sorry. Yawn. Do a linear gradient for each of these, and then see what the difference is, and see if there's anything I can reuse. And if this is better as just an element where we get, the linear gradient out of there completely. Ay. Okay. Seems more like a battle target, All right. Start simple. Just start simple. Let's just get stuff on the screen. Let's get this done. The body. I'm going to start with that bottom one. I think that's the way to go. Let's go background. We'll write a different background, but right now let's just make it yellow so we can get it placed properly with margin. So 200 on the top, like 50 on the sides, and 20 on the bottom, somewhere like that. Ooh, close. 60 on the sides looks like. 250, 240. Oh, hey, we got there. Great. All right, so now let's see if we can write radial gradients that has that curvature to it. We're going to go yellow. Do I want to go transparent after, or the blue? I'll go transparent on this one, and then I can do blue and transparent on the other one. It's, yeah. It's just a tiny bit shorter than writing out the color. Is that right? Yep, that's right. Let's go 25 to start, and then 2, 3, 4. Okay. So our circle's a little bit big. 20? Nope. Oh, wait. It's about right. 24 looks better. Because of the squared edges, it's hard to tell what it needs to be, and I'm worried that it's not. Oops. I think 24 is where it needs to be. All right. Now we want the linear gradient to be on top. We want it to mask everything. So let's go linear gradient. We're going to say, let's close it off, 90 degrees, start it. And then we're going to go blue. We have to have a solid color here for 20 pixels, let's say, and then transparent. And a 0. We need the 0 on that one. Okay. We don't see it. Oh yeah, because we don't have this repeating. That's what I need to do. 0 slash, and since we're not repeating the vertical, we don't have to do that second 0 because that's not changing. Let's go 50 pixels. Okay. Almost looks right. It's just not in the right spot. 60? Is that consistent? I want a consistent wrongness. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a consistent wrongness, then I can change, this to make it more right. Like that. That's almost right. Why are these last ones not quite? Everything else looks lined out except for those. Is that a different? Oh, it's different. Oh, that's dastardly. That is absolutely terrible. I'm offended. That one looks more like 25. Let's go with 25 for all of them. Let's just see. All right, now that we got this thing sorted, let's go 30 pixels out for the position. Okay, not 30. 40. There it is. And then we'll do another slash and 40. Not quite. 50, 60. Okay. 60s are our repeating number on that. There it is. That doesn't look great. I have a feeling, oh man, the different border radius on these left and right ones, that's terrible. That's like truly awful. Okay, we're probably gonna have to revisit things. Let's just keep pushing through. So we got that going. Let's just make a paragraph tag. Do we need to? Can we do this all with box shadows? Because this one we could box shadow. Nah, I don't want to have to erase the box shadow on the cascade. If I do it off the paragraph tag, it's gonna be the same size and shape. I can just have a linear gradient. If I get it in place, then it will just be right. And since we're moving this up, I think we'll have an easier time with things. Let's give it a height. Oh yeah, let's give the body a height so that they're all, I don't need to do the pixels on it. 60 is too tall. 40. Okay, and I think actually because of that, I can get rid of the bottom margin. I forget that, but I can. So it's 40 pixels tall. Now our margin is 0 and our height is right. We can actually, let's go 0, 0, and then do like 100. Okay, 90, 80, oh no, 10. There it is. Okay. What did I do? Where's the body? Did I move the body with my... Oh, yeah, I bet I did. I bet I did. Yep, I did. So throw a paragraph in it. Now that breaks the margin collapse, so the body stays put. but we have weird numbers. It's not the weirdest number we have. It's right along background again. Well, actually, let's take this and adjust it. Right? It's not that different. We're just upping the value of that and then going to this as my second color stop. Okay. And this is going to be more like 100. Okay, we're getting there. Let's walk it over. 50, 60, okay. And then 110. 120. Nope, that's not quite right. Oh, I think this needs to be more. 50 pixels about. 130, 120, 110. There it is. Okay, that does that. And then we can box shadow. -1. Oh, no. 0 on the X, -100 on the Y, and we're going to make you yellow. -90. Nope, 100. It's probably 110. Curious. Let's see. We're at 99.9, I bet, because of that stinking bottom one. All right, the bottom one is such a pain. I think, yeah, 99.9. Okay. All right, let's just try 24 and see if we can get away with those edges rather than the, the center ones being wrong. 99.9. Yep. All right, so gradients aren't going to work. Those actually have to be separate elements. That's gross. And they have a different border radius. I could write another radial gradient. No, that wouldn't work. I'm not sure what to do with that. Okay. I think what I need to do, because I need two separate things here. I need this one and I need that one. And then that one's this, but flipped. So I need at least one of these and two of these. Man, I want to do this simply, but I'm just struggling. I think this might be a position fix kind of day. Just so I get something on the screen. All right. So we can get rid of this mess. Tell you that for free. Let's just throw another background in so we can see it. All right. 1 inch, 20 pixels, 20 pixels, 1 inch. Let's margin our right-hand side to 40. Our bottom is 0, and our right is 0. All right, so this won't work for a number of reasons. Primarily because we based our sizes with the paragraph tag off of all of them. So what I might do is make the body the top one. Yeah, just add styles as I go down through. And then you know what? I could, one of these rounded ones, I bet you can become one of these because let's see. It is, what, 40 pixels across, 120 to 160, so 40 pixels, and this is 50 pixels. So if I increase it by 5 pixels radius on a box shadow on one of those little ones, I'm going to have to box shadow anyways. We'll miss the rounded corners because they'll extend past the edges, so we can get this squared box shadow on this one. So I think this will actually be a lot of box shadow. We'll have one element here. It'll box shadow this down here. And then we're going to make these two elements. And they're going to, or this one's going to box shadow down, and these are going to box shadow up. We can probably put it all on the same one, because if this one's box shadowing up, it's good. So, all right. We're going to take that off the top. We're going to come over here. 60. Nope. Yeah, 60. Border radius is all going to be the same. Lovely. Okay. I'm going to take the period. Actually, just take all that off for right now. Now, also, since we're adding a box shadow, I think I can just step this up a level and start, get rid of the height. Although that means we have to add in like that for the, no, not 300, 260, something like that for the bottom. Let's do a box shadow here. We're going to go 0, 0, 0, 9 inch. 9M is not going to be enough. And blue. Oh, I put that. No, that's bottom. Left, right. What's happening here? Border radius, background, margin. Top, right, bottom, left. There we go. Oh, we have the body. The body's doing it too. There we are. So 260, 240, 240. Okay, good. All right. Good. And then you do need to go up. It doesn't matter what number we put there. It's 2 digits no matter what. We just got to go all the way across the screen. All right. Now we're going to stack one on top. This is going to be 0, 1, 10, and our green color. All right. Not 100, 110. Okay. Now we can select the body, and it's going to be weird. It's going to be that one. Okay. It's going to have the add-on to the border radius. And because the border radius is going to have to be different, in whatever we do for the body and for this paragraph tag, yeah, we gotta. I just had a thought. I want this box shadow. I want to be able to just write one box shadow and have all of the elements in there. But we have to do font 0 on the body. If the body box shadows up. Oh no, it's okay. If the body is one of these and it's box shadowing up, we want that. And then across. We want that. We'll get duplicates. So what I'm trying to think is if I have 3 elements that are all doing box shadows. Actually, it's just this element that I want to do box shadows, but I want it to cascade all the way down through the body. I might have to write a separate selector for the box shadows because I want it on the paragraph tag. I want it on the last paragraph tag. There's too many layers for this to work well. We'll have to do another variable. Let's do what I was doing before. Instead of writing gradients, let's just write box shadows for each one. So the body can be, I gotta get this on paper. I'm already spending too much time. That's really what I need to do. All right, so the body I want to be, yeah, one of the left little nubbins. So margin, say 0. Background's going to be that, and box shadow is going to be that. Let's go star, but let's actually cut that, put it in its own selector, put it back in. All right, our body will not have box shadows. We won't have to fight with that. We'll have the yellow background, and the border radius, and everything. So we can just margin it down into place. 100, 0, 0. And yep, margin collapse is causing issues. If we do a period, we get, okay, whoa, a little more predictability. Good. All right, let's go 200, yes, and 200. Okay, 220 and 220. Okay, so we moved it down effectively. Our right needs to be 0, and our left needs to be like 100, not 1,000. 200, was it 300 before? No, not 300. 2, 20, 30, 40. Okay, there that is. Now we can select our RB 20 pixels by 20 pixels by 1 inch. All right, we need to move those up a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 25, 30. Seems right. 40? Huh. Okay, 45 is too much. 40 doesn't look right. There's just a tiny little bit. I think I like 30. Yeah, let's go with 30. 30 is all right. It's just, none of it looks great. All right, we have that. Now we have a paragraph tag. And you know what? I'm gonna just make life easier. Position fixed. It's just so much easier this way. All right. Everything's still good. We're on the body there. Yeah, so our paragraph tag needs padding now to get this right. It's going to be 20, I think. Oh, and we'll have to move this up there. Okay, good. But they can share this. What they need to change is the border radius, but we can just do one border radius on that. You know what? I think I have to repeat that. Wish I didn't, but I do, and it's because here I want all of them to repeat at the same, you know, amount. Margin, I wonder if I can just say left. Do we have it? We have it in the DOM. We have padding on it. We have, what do we have? Okay, left isn't working. Let's margin it. 0, good. 20, 20, okay. 30, 40. Okay, 25 is too much. 20, 10, there it is. Good. All right, now this one gets the box shadows, right? But I've only written one. Oh, I did this wrong. This needs to be my second paragraph. My first one doesn't need this. It needs scale -1. and it needs to get run all the way over. $240, $220. Got it. Good. Okay. Now we can select another paragraph tag and finish these up. This is wild. This is like how I do a battle sometimes. It ends up being this mess, and I usually don't go back and fix it before the end of the battle. Sometimes I will, but yeah, you know what? When it gets complex, I'm not always the best, and that's okay. Dash B is now 10 pixels, and we can margin it over. Let's see if I say 0. Okay, -20 and 60, 40. Good. Now this one we can start writing box shadows for, but I could do comma P plus P. And it has this blue one, or this blue one, there because it's a scale. Oh, the scale -1. What if we do a 1, 1? There we go. And the box shadow is now carrying down, so we have to font 0, 8. Okay. And we're golden. All right, so actually if I get rid of that, where'd it go? Box shadow disappeared. Oh, because it's sitting right on here. But if we change the color, that's where it's at. Is it in the right spot? It's in the right, kind of the right spot. It's not quite the right position. I wonder if there's a way to get that to work. If I expand the radius, let's say 0, 5 pixels. Yeah, it expands both ways, and it's not what we want. Okay, so we can't reuse that one. Let's go ahead and do the keep it. What I'm doing now with the scale is before we had just completely mirrored it on both axes with the -1. But now I just flipped it on the x-axis and not the y. And so what that does is the box shadow that was going up is now going down like we had intended with our body. So if I were to write 0, -110 pixels, 0, and 5 pixels, and we're going to move it over by 5 pixels. -5. Oh, I hate the negatives. It's not quite. Still getting too much border radius. Darn it. That's not gonna work. I was really hoping the border radius would disappear from that one. Which it almost looks like a bigger border radius, but maybe it's because they fixed it. It is a bigger border radius at that level, at that size. It's like a consistent border radius. Well, that's really disappointing. All this work for that plan. All right, okay. It's okay. I can still figure something out. And I think what I can do... I don't know what I can do. All right. Box shadow idea was kind of good, but let's just see if we can write a lateral one without completely messing everything up too. Say -50, and this is all going to be yellow, right? Let's go ahead and put the color is that yellow color. And 60, right? Okay. And it's going to show up there. Cool. Let's quit fighting this. write our own little box shadow down here. Should we do variable? Just write another box shadow. We'll take the color off of it too. And we can take that off. Alright, is the reason why we can't put the box shadow with this now because of that change. I had set it aside so that it would only apply on this one. If we put it on the body, we have a box shadow down of the wrong color. 6. Let's do the right color. There we go. I don't even need this font 0. I'm not eliminating that anymore. This can be 9" because we don't have to eliminate it anymore. Okay. All right. Let's just write the box shadow. 60 pixels 0. And we'll get the. Did I pull the color down? No, I didn't. Thought about it, I just never followed through. There we go. Okay. And 120 pixels 0. And these are negative because of our scale hack. Okay, we're almost there. We're so close. We have position fixed. What's wrong with another p tag? You know, the answer is nothing. Nothing wrong with it. We can get another p tag. We can get border radius. We can do that. And there they are. Look, we have those box shadows showing up in that one now. Darn it. I have to factor in those. Okay. You know what? I don't know what. I really don't. I don't know what. Linear gradient, conic gradient is that blue thing, its own element with the bars in it. Because right now our paragraph tag, next paragraph tag, is showing up here, and we're getting our 2 box shadows. I don't want 2 box shadows. I wonder if I can expand the distance with font since I'm not using that anymore. So let's go margin -100 0. All right, let's put that left one in the right spot. 120, 130, and 30, 40. Okay. So it needs to expand by a little bit. So let's rewrite the padding. This is a horrible mess. Don't judge me. Great. Okay. So now we want these 60 pixels and 120 pixels. You know what? You know what we want? We want another box shadow. And we will just variabilize it. And we will be happy. And there will be much joy to be had. Because I will be done. And the color is now going to be this. See? Much joy to be had. Shoot. Background's wrong. Okay. No, I have this. I have this. Not 1,000. Let's be reasonable here. -100. 50. We're writing a box shadow anyways. Let's just... There. 190. Great. And then 250. Huh. Oh. -250. 280. 290. 300. Did we even get 100% with all of that? 696 characters unminified. What a hot mess that is. Oh, that was terrible. We're 100% though. We got 100%. That's perseverance and awfulness. Okay, box shadow. How many times did I write box shadow? A bunch of times. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna border raise background. Border raise. Can I have to stick it in the cascade to be able to variabilize it because I write it 3 times. I'm not going to worry about clever right now. But if I put it in there, it's going to apply to our body. We have to eliminate that one again, so we have to use font. Oh, lordy. Okay, there's a way. But if I use font, I have to think about other things. Okay, the box shadows. We're going across, we're going across. Those won't matter. It's just the body and this first paragraph where I need things to not trigger. Well, here's what we do. We throw it in. We see what's wrong. You know, like everything's covered. Okay, great. So if we go font 0A here. Was that it? We're actually good? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I won't. Now, I could recascade all of these to be in front of this so that that's last. Let's just do it. Why not? I mean, we're kind of... Watch. Oh, it's broken. Did I broke it? I broke it. I think I need all of those. Okay. Oh, that doesn't actually help. So, because we're only saving one character down here, we have to have some extras there. Oh, I know why I need, I can fix that. Okay. So, we're going to put this. Man, it's a weird layering thing. I have to put this has to be closing and this has to be closing, but this nests inside here and they're both closing, and then this one is closing. This is going to make a huge mess, and all of this now can nest in here. Did I do it right? I didn't do it right. What are we missing? I did the orders wrong. Okay, we're still not broken here. So I need pretty much all of these right there, but I need that to be selected in there. Then this one, yeah, that closes that, that wraps that, and I need this. Okay, so I need all of this. Is that it? Did I not quite get all of my layers? That was it. I didn't get all my layers. Now I can go back and take out semicolons to balance all this out as far as characters go, and we can minify. That was a mess. It really wasn't worth it. I've already spent far too long playing this game. So long, in fact. No, I can do 32Q. It's border radius. What is it gonna matter? Let's check it. Just to be sure. I'm not checking the margins, the 3-character margins, to see if I can save a space with percentage. I'm aware it's a problem. Let's go 120. Where are we at now? We're at 551. I already lost 100 characters. How cool is that? 120 is 30 VW. 60 pixels. Let's go 64Q. Nope. 63. Doesn't look good. I'm not fighting it. Not for this one. This is not a good solution, so, you know, why spend a bunch of time on, let's see, 11Q. Still looks good. Alright, 300 pixels. That's 100 VH, or 15 times 5 is 75 VW? Yeah. 190. I think 190 has something. I don't remember what it is. 201Q. How exciting. Alright. Looks good. Check it. We're good. We're still good. Alright, we got rid of border radius. Why did we get rid of border radius here? It's the last paragraph, and we needed a box shadow. Good. That was still the right thing. 110 pixels. Ooh, that's not good. Nope. Doesn't look good on the diff. I'm not even going to try. I know it's probably foolish, and that 240 right there is screaming to be a percentage, but 372 characters. 300. Man, I can't think of the last time I was over, like, you know, like 250. That's how it goes sometimes. If you stuck through it this long, I'm so sorry. That was a mess. I hope you found a simpler solution. I did this wrong. Cool. Hope you had fun with this. I'll catch you later.